Hi guys, and welcome to Oxygen Not Included. In this episode we're going to look at moving, or starting to do what we need to do to move away from using algae, because we've not got a heck of a lot left. We've got like 370 left until we're not able to produce oxygen anymore, and we've got some we can harvest and stuff like that. There's a bit down here, there's some up here, but we're going to basically start looking at doing stuff that requires water more than it does algae. So the first thing we're going to need to do is get up there, because we're going to use this kind of area as our water tank. That's the plan, at least. So if we put a ladder up to there, I want to dig out the algae as much as possible while we're there as well. In fact, I don't want to dig that. Cancel those. Thinking about it. What I want to do is build this as sort of like a water tank. So like build tile across there like that, and then build tile kind of up there like that, and then like basically mine out the rest of it. That's the plan. And eventually we'll put tile up there, just in the interest of kind of keeping it neat. And then that'll be like our water tank, basically. That's the plan, at least. Dig down there like that. And that kind of is what we're looking for to get up there. So I'm going to prioritise that above some of the other digging and stuff, because we need the algae relatively soon, and this is actually going to get us some. It's going to get us started. And then once we're up there, once that's kind of done and built out, then we can dig out this area, and then we can start putting water pumps and things in. Okay, we're on slow speed and it's night time. Are we finished with our research? Yeah, no, got a gas piping on the way to being done. Yep, that's selected. Okay, brill. Okay, as you can see, the oxygen situation isn't looking too bad. Got a bit of a carbon dioxide build up down there, but that's no big thing really. That's okay. The main thing is that what we don't want to do is run out of algae before we can't produce oxygen anymore. This should actually give us a fair little amount. Like, this should be enough to keep us going for a while. And obviously, you know, we've got options to kind of dig out some of this here as well, like that. And probably reach those bits. But I'll get back to you when a little bit of this digging out is done. Okay, we've got another duplicant, which is an extra set of hands, luckily. Right. Not an amazing set. This guy's got diver's lungs. Well, in fact, all three of them have got diver's lungs now. Look at it. Right, we don't really want that. She's not athletic, but that doesn't necessarily mean there's going to be anything wrong with her. I think this one is probably the one to go for. Okay, print. She just won't. We'll set her to do the non-athletic jobs, and she's going to use hardly any oxygen, so that helps us out massively. Okay, right, here we go. We should be back with some algae production. Yeah, we're back up to like over 1,000 algae already, so that's going to keep us going. It really will. Okay, now that wall is done down the side there, that makes things a bit different for us. We can start to dig out across the top like that. We can put a ladder down into it, kind of like that. That's not a ladder, that was digging. We'll put a ladder going down into it like that, and then we'll dig out the entire of the inside of it like that. Probably going to need a ladder going up the other side like that. Might need a few ladder pieces like that to be able to actually get to it all. Okay, that should be fine. Just see this thing running around here. Morb. Right, we're going to need to kill that. I'm going to send everyone to attack it, because there's like a little monster in the base. Get him. Got him. Okay. Brill. Let's have a quick look what's going on with gas overlay here. Again, starting to get a little bit contaminated, but there's nothing particularly bad going on at the moment. What's our algae looking like now? Actually dropping really quickly. Yeah, it is dropping really fast actually. Okay, we're blazing through algae now. We're gonna need to do something about that, right? Because it's not looking great. What we can do is start harvesting this stuff here, because it is kind of just, it's kind of just sitting there. Dig out these bits. We can dig out this here. Dig that part out. Again, it's just getting to this stuff. It can be a bit of a pain in the neck. But it should be alright if we kind of put ladders through the middle like that. And hopefully in due course they'll just get to that stuff now. If I put some ladder across there like that and tell them to dig that out. Okay, let's speed things up and see how we get on. I'm guessing it's because of the extra mining we did. We've got a bigger space to fill, so this thing's working harder. Yeah, it's using like 700. I mean, these are still using a moderate amount, but this thing's really flying and using an absolute load of it. I'm wondering if, like, I mean, is the oxygen breathable all over the base? I'm wondering if we just disable this for a bit and keep an eye on it. Disable building. It's going to really slow down the algae usage. And I'm sure we've actually got enough breathable oxygen to last us for a while without kind of just absolutely killing it with that thing. Meanwhile, we're kind of mining out this area and there's a bit of algae here and stuff. This can take place and whatnot. Okay, so I'm just thinking, in terms of power generation, we're losing a person running on this wheel all the time, and we do. In fact, do we even have it? Thinking about it, am I saying this when we haven't even got that available? Right, yeah, we haven't actually got the coal generator unlocked yet. Probably, yeah. We'll work on power regulation next. I thought that we had this coal generator, but we haven't even unlocked it yet, so I was going to suggest putting one of those in and just letting the algae terrariums deal with the carbon dioxide. Just noticed all this nonsense down here. This doesn't need to be. This doesn't need to be happening. That's just going to cause us only problems, isn't it? Prioritise that high because someone's going to end up getting trapped at that rate. Guys, I'm going to get back to you when the water tank's all dug out. Okay, guys, so that's kind of the water tank pretty much finished off there. I want to get that swept kind of as a priority because I don't want any of that stuff to contaminate the water. So let's get everyone up there sweeping. Might dig into here and harvest all this algae and stuff like that. And in the next episode, we're going to look at putting a water pump in here, getting the what do you call it, electrolyzer working, so we're producing our oxygen from water rather than from algae. Downside to that being that it also produces hydrogen, so we're going to need to find a way to kind of siphon off that hydrogen and use that for something. That's the plan at least. I'm thinking we just have the electrolyzer kind of like here, let the hydrogen kind of rise up, and then have a pump taking the hydrogen away into another area. That's the plan at least. Guys, if you're enjoying the series, please do hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next one, and thanks for watching. Peace.